Ballislife gang, it's Tuesday, so you know what that means. A brand new episode of The Heat Check. That girl, Kayla Nicole here, ready to jump straight into some of our top highlights of the week. But before we do, I want to remind you all to stay tuned to the end of the episode to find out who our Fire Comment of the Week giveaway winner is. And now, without further ado, let's check out some highlight heat. First up, we've got LaMelo Ball going crazy over the weekend. Melo dropped a near triple-double to help Spire advance to the title game of the Grind Session World Championship. Spire fell to Bella Vista in the championship game, signaling the final game of Melo's prep basketball career. Now, we will wait to see if the youngest Ball brother will receive NCAA eligibility to play in college, but based on his signature shoot line and playing professionally overseas, it's highly unlikely we'll ever see Melo suiting up in college. Next up, the North Coast Blue Chips are back. That's right, and the squad led by Bronny James is loaded with a crazy amount of talent. While Bronny is the main attraction of this 8th grade team, wait, these are 8th graders? The Blue Chips have other big-time prospects like center Jazier Jackson and wing Rayvon Griffith. Is there honestly any 8th grade team that can beat these dudes? I think not. Last up, KJ McDaniel has the nastiest pull-up game in high school hoops. The stop and pop jumper is not dead. I repeat, the stop and pop jumper is not dead, and that point is proven by the 5'11 guard out of Klein Forest High School in Houston. McDaniel has a quick and explosive crossover, which leads into a smooth pull-up jumper. The senior led his team to the Texas 6A state championship, where they fell to a stacked Duncanville team. Ayo, Kawhi, read my lips. Oh yes, Steve Kerr is just like the rest of us. He is tired of Draymond's shit. The Warriors coach was the latest victim of a living room lip reader when he was caught saying, well, take a look for yourself.
It's 5 now.
Kerr was actually asked about the viral video on Monday and responded with this.
It's private.
What, I mean, did you say what it seemed to indicate or people believe you said?
No, the lip readers were wrong. What I said was, I beg to differ with Draymond's approach tonight. Those were my exact words. I don't know how somebody misconstrued that.
What do you guys think? Was Steve Kerr's explanation bogus? But more importantly, if you were Kerr, wouldn't you be tired of Draymond's shit too? This has to be the flop of the year. The player is Scotty James of Liberty University, and he turned a bum from Lipscomb forward, Rob Murbury, into the greatest flop of all time. And if he didn't have a long-term future in basketball, he should definitely look into acting. Broadway, perhaps.
A game-changing call. Let's watch.
You see James getting the putback and is able to finish. So he looks for the call. There is no call, but you see Marbury run by. Now, James sold it. I will admit that he did sell it, but there was a flagrant elbow to James' face.
I mean, come on. Did those announcers actually think there was a flagrant elbow thrown there? Embarrassing. Thankfully, the refs saw through the BS and didn't penalize Marbury.
Passes to Fedinor. Slide tackle by Gaza. Clearly a flop there. No contact made.
Kyle O'Quinn takes bad defense to a whole nother level. The Pacers forward looked like he suffered a real-life 2K glitch when guarding Joel Embiid in the post.
I like the fact that, there it is again, go right down inside.
Lead inside, Quinn with his hands straight up.
It's all over. Nobody can play him down.
That's some stuff you see in the local 24-hour fitness runs. I mean, did you guys see Miles Turner reaction on the bench? There's no place in the NBA for bad defense, okay? Now, we know Derrick Jones Jr. has bounce, but this will make you say,
Get the out of here.
Get the out of here.
Get the out of here.
The out.
The Miami Heat wing has participated in countless dunk contests throughout his high school and pro careers, but him finishing this lob could be his best work yet.
2 against the Southeast, 7-1 on the road against the Southeast. Oh my! Play of the day for the Heat.
Here, Bam throws it a little wide and he has to crank back. Watch how he doesn't dunk it, he's throwing it in. He just spiked that ball in. How does that go in on that angle if he doesn't throw it in perfectly. That hits the back of the rim and goes flying about.
I mean, first of all, that was a terrible pass. Second, he took off from the middle of the key, cocked it back, and managed to throw that thing through the basket. If this slam looks familiar, you're right, because it reminds us of when Blake Griffin posterized Kendrick Perkins 7 years ago.
Physical game. Oh, me, oh, my. A monster jam by Blake Griffin. Oh, what a play by Blake. The fans can hardly believe what they just saw. Is it possible to top what he did last year? Almost a Mashkov. It's
Yeah, I don't know why, Dick, but I just got an erection.
Haters will say these are not real dunks, but to them we say,
Get the f out of here.
So I want to know whose throw through the rim dunk was better, Jones or Griffin? Next up, this dude is a freshman. Sierra Canyon guard Amari Bailey has been showing out all year long, but his performance in the state championship game Saturday planted him firmly on everyone's radar, especially after he threw down this dunk. Check it out. Bailey, who is already committed to UCLA, got up after an insane fall and drained the free throw. He also played out the rest of the game and polished off the Trailblazers' state chip by throwing a lob to himself off the backboard. Oh my God, what are they feeding these boys? All right, Ballislife gang, we're gonna give you guys a little
Hands up! Hands up!
on Rasheed Wallace. And no, he didn't get another technical, but he could be soon because Rasheed is the new head coach at Jordan High School in Durham, North Carolina. The 16-year-old pro who was ejected 30 times and received more than 300 technicals in his career takes over a program that finished with a 7-17 record this season. If there's anyone who can bring the passion and inspire a team to turn it around, it's Rasheed. But honestly, how long will it take for him to get his first tech as a coach? I'm betting one game.
It's a great day to be a Falcon. I'm Rasheed Wallace, the new boys basketball coach here at Jordan High School. Make sure you come out and support us this winter. Students, faculty, community, we want to see you there. It's going to be great, so help make this change.
Please, people, we're begging you, stop talking smack to players. Just because you buy a ticket to an NBA, college, high school, or hell, even a youth basketball game doesn't give you the right to say disrespectful things to the athletes. The latest incident came Monday night in Utah when who else? Russell Westbrook clapped back at a fan with no regard for cameras or onlookers.
I'm gonna say one thing. I'll f him up. He said I promise you. He's not playing. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'll f you up. You and your wife. I'll f you up.
The fan who started it all was interviewed after the game and offered this explanation.
He's got to be a professional. I mean, she was sitting down the entire time. Me and him were just, we were kind of having fun, to be honest.
At least you thought you were having fun?
Yeah, he was smiling at one point, and there was a lot of people because it was when, Joe would come by and poked Paul George in the eye, and then Joe goes over and apologizes immediately. Russ is just F-bombing and carrying on, acting a fool down here, and everybody's getting on him. And he had, I guess, heat. I thought it was ice. I just told him, I'm like, just sit down and ice your knees, bro. And he turned to me and he's like, that's heat. And I'm like, well, you're gonna need it. And then it turned into not safe for work.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Meanwhile, this same mild-mannered fan had allegedly tweeted disrespectful things like Westbrook needs to go back where he came from. #MAGA. Westbrook later issued a statement about the incident after the game.
A young man and his wife in the stands told me to get down on my knees like he used to. And for me, that's just completely disrespectful to me. I think it's racial. I think it's just inappropriate in the sense of there's no protection for the players. I think there are a lot of great fans around the world that like to come to the game and enjoy the game. And there are people that come to the game and to say mean, disrespectful things about me, my family.
Patrick Patterson, who was sitting right next to Westbrook when the exchange took place, was quick to back Westbrook, tweeting, quote, "Fans can say shit about a man's family, wife, and kids. Tell a player to get down on your knees like you're used to. As men, what do you expect us to do? Shut up and dribble? No one is held accountable for their actions except for us. Fans are protected in every way possible, but not us." I couldn't agree more. It's time for the NBA to do something to protect their players. Okay, guys, it's time to announce who had the most fire comment from our Friday episode, and the winner is Elijah Fisher, who commented, "Imani Bates is a walking basket man. He's 99% basketball and 1% man. He's only a freshman. This kid will be pumping out fire Ballislife mixtapes until the day he dies." Congrats, Elijah. To claim your free swag, send an email to contact@ballislife.com. Well, that concludes today's episode, guys. And like always, we want you to be a part of the conversation. So leave some comments and debate each other, and you might just win some free Ball is Life swag. Also, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so that you can stay in the Ball is Life loop. For our last episode, click right over here. And if you want to check out our latest highlight vids, click right over here. Thanks for keeping it locked on the Heat Check. That girl, Kayla Nicole, logging off.